大谷翔平選手がフィリーズの好投手ザック・ウィーラーから10号ホームランを放ち、6年連続の2桁本塁打に到達しました。大谷翔平選手が振り抜いた打球がスタンドへ飛び込むと、本拠地ドジャースタジアムは大熱狂。さらに家族で球場を訪れていたカーショーも立ち上がって拍手を送り、レジェンドも思わず興奮する一発となりました。試合前のドジャースはキケ・ヘルナンデス、そしてテオスカー・フェルナンデスが怪我により負傷者リスト入り。右打者が少なくなる中で、テオスカーの代役として左打者のウォードが再昇格しました。さらに打撃不振が続いていたキム・ヘソンがトリプル A へ降格。代わってサンティアゴ・エスピナルが昇格するなど、チーム編成にも大きな動きがありました。そして今日のドジャースタジアムには、昨シーズン限りで現役を引退したカーショーが家族と共に来場しました。長年ドジャースを支えてきたレジェンドの登場に、球場は試合前から特別な空気に包まれていました。そしてこの試合は Apple TV で全米中継された注目カード。相手は昨年のポストシーズン地区シリーズ以来の対戦となるフィリーズです。フィリーズはエースウィーラー投手を初戦から投入。一方のドジャースはロブレスキー投手がマウンドに上がりました。投手戦が予想される中、ドジャース打線が序盤から一気に火を吹きます。まず初回、フリーマンが先制の一発。いきなり試合の流れをドジャースへ引き寄せました。さらに2回にはマンシーが追加点となるホームラン。この一打の後、マンシーは最前列で見守っていたカーショーに向かって喜び爆発させ、ホームランセレブレーションを披露しました。そして3回、今度は大谷翔平選手が見せます。大谷翔平選手はそのウィーラーが投じた低めの変化球をうまくすくい上げました。打球速度は 99.9 マイル、約 160.8 キロ。飛距離は374フィート、約114メートル。打球角度27度の一打は、そのまま右翼スタンドへ着弾しました。2点リードの3回に飛び出した2試合連続となる第10号ソロホームラン。これで大谷翔平選手は6年連続の2桁本塁打に到達しました。今季のホームランとしては最短飛距離となる114メートルのアーチ。しかし低めのボールを拾いながらしっかりスタンドまで運ぶあたりに、大谷翔平選手の技術と状態の良さが現れていました。大谷翔平選手が振り抜いた打球がスタンドへ飛び込むと、本拠地ドジャースタジアムは大熱狂。大谷翔平選手はダイヤモンドを一周し、ベンチに戻るとチームメイトから大きな祝福を受けました。久しぶりの2試合連続ホームラン。この大谷翔平選手のホームランに大きく反応したのが、スタンドで家族と観戦していたカーショーです。大谷翔平選手の打球がスタンドに入ると、カーショーは大興奮で立ち上がり、拍手を送って祝福しました。地元メディアもカーショーの様子をこぞって投稿。大興奮の様子でした。そして今シーズン3度目、5月に入って初めての2試合連続ホームラン直後、ダグアウトで大谷翔平選手は満面の笑みを見せていました。チーム57試合目での第10号到達。2021年以降の大谷翔平選手としては、これまでよりも遅いペースではあります。2021年は30試合目、2022年でも49試合目までに10号へ到達しており、今季は最も遅いペース。単純計算ではシーズン28本を超えるペースで、大谷翔平選手の基準からすれば、まだ控えめな数字とも言えます。ただ、それでもここに来て2試合連続ホームラン。打球速度、スイングスピードを見ても得意の6月へ向けて確実に上向いていると解説。一方、投手陣ではドジャース先発のロブレスキーが圧巻の投球を見せました。5回まではフィリーズ打線にヒットを許さない気迫のピッチング。ただ、この一方的な流れに黙っていられなかったのがフィリーズファンです。昨年のポストシーズンで激しくぶつかった相手に、序盤からホームラン攻勢を浴びる展開。強力打線を誇るフィリーズが抑え込まれていく中で、ファンの苛立ちも高まっていきました。それでも、現在 MLB のホームランランキングで首位を走るシュワーバーが意地を見せます。ドジャースペースで進んでいた試合の中で、シュワーバーが一発を放ち、フィリーズ打線も簡単には終わらないという姿勢を見せつけました。ドジャースがホームラン4本で勝利。絶好調の6連勝で、ナ・リーグ西地区の首位をキープ。 大谷翔平選手は今日4打数3安打1打点の猛打賞で好調のドジャース打線を牽引しています。
Ohtani said that he felt offensively that he was close. Do you see that?
I do, and even that last at bat, taking some good swings, and then getting a 3-2 breaking ball, backdoor breaking ball, lining it up the middle. That's when you know you're locked in. And I don't think he got that first one, the homer, really well, but still got under it, hit it enough to hit a homer, and then bring in the lefty, and then he gets a base hit up the middle, hard up the middle. So those are good signs.
To go back to Justin, 4 home runs every night, you get 1 hit by your starting pitcher.
I guess, we didn't have a whole lot of base runners tonight, but the long ball certainly came into play. And, Wheeler's one of the game's best, and so it doesn't give a lot of homers. But, tonight we had 4 really good swings and had a great pitching performance by Robo, and that's all we needed.
He gave up 14 runs in the last 3 starts. What did you see so different?
I thought tonight the biggest thing was the velocity. I don't know what his average was, but it ticked up a couple miles an hour. With that, he was getting a lot of end zone swing and miss. The slider was good, but I think for me it was just the uptick in fastball velocity, and just those guys had to honor it. And when you can reach back for 97, it makes life a lot easier.
We've seen him have so much success. He always doesn't have swing and miss. What does open up the extra velocity, extra swing and miss, or do for him?
I think it just gives him way more margin. I think that, early on his, first 5 or 6 starts, whatever, there's a lot of balls in play. Obviously some soft contact balls at guys. But you're obviously bringing the fielders into play. And tonight, probably his best outing. I think that, when you can take out the fielders and get the swing and miss, the strikeouts like he did. I think he got 9 strikeouts tonight. Really dominant performance against a really good ball club.
When we see Robleski come in and we've seen him slow play the curve, seen him unlock things mechanically with the fastball below, how have you seen him mature overall as a starter?
I think now it's like, and even when he didn't have that same velocity and still getting guys out, and then you look at the last 3 before tonight where he was kind of just fine, just okay. But for him to not run from a really good team who's playing really well, I think that, that just shows, and I know I talk about growth and maturity a lot, but there's a lot of tests that young pitchers have to, and young players have to continue to pass and boxes to check. And, when you get hit in the mouth a couple times and see how you respond and you don't run from it, that's telling. And so tonight, obviously he had much better stuff, but he was on the attack, and that was just really good to see that performance.
If you won 13 of your last 15 here, what have you seen differently in the swings, I guess, that you guys have taken in this stretch?
I think there's just more intent. I think, we hit 4 homers tonight. We didn't, put a lot of hits together, but I still thought that we were still on the aggressive side of things offensively. And I think that, I think since that Angels series, I thought that we really came out aggressive. And even in the Padres series, we didn't score a bunch of runs, but I still felt with the pitching we were facing, we still swung the bats well, and we did the same thing, in Milwaukee and then against the Rockies here this last series. So tonight, again, I just like the intent.
Second time in Zach Wheeler's career, he's given up 4 home runs in a game. What do you think you guys were doing well to be able to attack those pitches?
I mean, we just weren't missing the few mistakes he made. Overall, he didn't pitch that bad of a game tonight. It just, we didn't have a whole lot of traffic out there, but we took advantage of the few mistakes he made, and it was good for us to do that.
How's your wrist feeling right now? Is it just good to see a result like that? You're kind of coming back from
it's always good to see that kind of result, but it still hurts obviously, but I'm able to play through it, and it's just barrel's dropping a little bit right now, but that's to be expected. So just trying to make some of those adjustments. So getting that kind of result tonight, obviously, it feels great.
How difficult is it to slug like that against a guy like Wheeler?
His numbers kind of speak for himself. It's not easy, but like I said, we were able to take advantage of some mistakes tonight, and it was good for us to do that.
A few weeks ago, when you guys were kind of having trouble scoring runs, you kind of there was some talk about how the mechanics stuff, guys were trying to maybe kind of fix that part of it. When did you start feeling that starting to turn?
honestly, it just feels like it was part of the season. I don't know what guys are working on right now, but it was one of those stretches where I told you guys it was kind of a lull of the season, and it's one of the ups and downs, and I also told you guys we'd be playing really good in about 2 weeks from then, and here we are. So it's just part of the season. It's ups and downs, and right now guys are competing, and that's good to see.
How fun was it to watch Justin just kind of like blow guys away with his fastball tonight?
Yeah, it was fun. He was really good tonight. It was nice to see him out there and commanding his pitches, mixing it well, keeping them off balance, and just kind of get that grit on some of those pitches and fire past them. A couple more strikeouts than usual tonight, so it was fun to watch, and kind of had the feel that the way he was pitching, like he might be able to go the distance on it, but he pitched really, really well tonight.
This is 13 wins in the last 15 games. Does it feel like you guys are out on a tear?
Honestly, it just feels like we're showing up every day and playing baseball, and that's how it felt when we were playing bad, and that's how it feels when we're playing good, and that's the way you want it to be. You want to go out there and do your work every single day, and you don't want to chase the highs, you don't want to lull in the lulls, so you just want to keep going about your business every single day, and that's what it feels like we're doing.
Thank you.
Yep.
試合後ウィーラー投手は
何球かは狙ったところに行かなかったし、特にこういう打線にそういうことがあると見逃してはくれない
と振り返りました。以上、今回もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。別の動画でもお会いできるのを楽しみにしております。